We're not leftists here, okay? We actually support the right to vote, unlike the left, which supports the right to vote for the Democrat. Jenna Ellis, one of our friends, a lawyer for President Trump, and she's been covering the election shenanigans since after the election. Paula loves the word shenanigans. That's why I use it, because it's such a, it's a word it's hard to hate. Everybody loves the word shenanigans, right? So now we find more shenanigans in Michigan, ladies and gentlemen, Michigan and Wayne County. Let me have Jenna Ellis, lawyer to the President of the United States, explain last night on Fox News exactly what's going down in Wayne County, where the number of votes in Wayne County, Detroit, Michigan, that area, didn't match the number of people who signed to vote. That sounds kind of weird, Joe. Did you miss that, Joe? I didn't get a number right there. So let me repeat that for Joe again. Audience Ombudsman Joe and Paula. The number of votes in Wayne County did not match the number of people who signed to vote. Let's do that. It's 3 minutes. Paula, if you don't hear Paula. So let's hear Jenna Ellis explain this weird little conundrum we have in Wayne County, Michigan right now. Check this out.
So we're hearing reports as well that interim time period of about 2 hours is really critical, because you have these GOP board members who very rightly are saying that they are seeing significant discrepancies. We have reports of 71% of the precincts that the ballot count does not match the voter rolls. That's significant. That is not a political question. That's something that no matter if you're Democrat or Republican, you should be concerned about. Then in that interim 2 hours in the public comments, even a sitting Congresswoman, Rashida Tlaib, are accusing these people of racism. They're getting threats. Then they back off and they say, okay, fine, then we'll allow the Secretary of State, who is a political Democrat operative, to conduct an audit. That's backing off. This is absolutely mob rule at this point, and the president is right that these people need to have courage, and the state of Michigan absolutely should not certify their false results until we get to the bottom of this systematic and pervasive fraud.
So this is one of those moments. So Wayne County, Michigan, which voted overwhelmingly for Joe Biden, the majority of precincts in Wayne County, Michigan, they've got a small problem. They've got an absentee ballot problem. And the tragically ridiculous part about the Wayne County, Michigan saga, which we should be all over today, and this show has been dictating the course of the day for the news, I think, because we release early. So I hope other shows later pick this up. I don't say that to be like, hey, look at me. I say because this is kind of important. That's why we're leading the show with it. By the way, I got a cool email from a liberal. Liberal said he's really annoyed and hates me because his boss plays the show really loud in the shop and he can't stand it. So now you're going to learn, Mr. Liberal, about Wayne County, Michigan. In Wayne County, the number of voters didn't match the number of people who signed up to vote. That would, in some limited circles, Joe, we haven't said this, so what would that be called? That would be called a
clue.
A clue. C-L-U-E. Or for Joe Biden, C-L-E-W. That would be called a clue that something is wrong. So the tragically ridiculous part about this is this guy, Nate something, went on social media and did this video rant about how of the 4 Wayne County commissioners who couldn't certify the vote because the vote shouldn't be certified because clearly something about the vote is wrong. 2 of them are Republicans, 2 of them are Democrats. 2 of the Republicans last night said, we're not going to certify this vote. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what's the problem here? Let's walk this through. If 2 of the commissioners in Wayne County don't certify the Wayne County vote, then Michigan likely cannot be certified either. And therefore, Joe Biden would not get those electoral votes for Michigan unless the Michigan state legislature acts. Everybody clear? So that would create a problem for Michigan if this was in fact voter fraud. If. Everybody keeps saying we're calling everything fraud. We're not calling it fraud. We're calling from an investigation to see if it's fraud. Stop being an idiot, you leftist outlets that keep watching this show and reporting on it, including that dunce at Politico, who I graciously gave my time, who wrote another hit piece saying the same thing. We are not talking about fraud. We're asking to see if it's fraud. If it's not fraud, listen to me. Terrific. And I mean that. If we lost, legitimately, we lost. It's a fair question. I thought it was in a free republic, not to the tech tyrants. So this dunce, this guy Nate something, goes on this video rant thinks he's trying to embarrass the two Republicans, to be clear, who said we can't certify this vote, we have a problem. So he attacks them personally. And in the same video, he gives you this undeniable fact that only 72% of the votes in Wayne County are actually recountable. Wait, what? So you're suggesting to me that 28% of the votes in Wayne County, you can't recount them for some reason? What happened? You lost them. You don't know where they are. They disappeared into the Ren and Stimpy land of the left socks. Where they go, nobody knows. Remember that episode? That's where they went. Where did they go? They go to the land of the one-hit wonders. I know you can, and you feel my sunshine. Remember, you never heard from Lenigan. They were in the land. Wasn't that song? Remember that? They're in the land of the left sock with Ren and Stimpy. That was a great tune. Everybody loved it, but nobody heard from that group again. Are they in the land of if you feel my sunshine? Whatever that song was. Where'd they go, these votes? Who knows? Ren and Stimpy don't know. Where they go, nobody knows. So the guy thinks he's owning the the Republicans. Oh my gosh, look at these crazy Republican county commissioners, while simultaneously admitting that the number of votes didn't match the number of people signed up to vote in Wayne County, which voted for Biden, by the way, and that 28% of the votes they can't even recount. Gee, that sounds like could be something suspicious. No, I'll get another Politico New York Times hit piece saying, Dan Bongino making spurious claims of fraud. I did. Please cite in my show where I said that, please. I'll wait. Hold on. We got a few minutes. Anyway, no, we actually don't have a few minutes. I'm going to waste time on you idiots. You can't say. I just said to you, if it's not fraud, great. The outcome wouldn't be great for me. I'm a Trump supporter. Is that not obvious? But it would be really great to get a free and fair election where if we lost fair and square. I'm just throwing that out there, you dunces who chronically mislead your audience about what is said on this show because you fear us. You better keep fearing us because we're going to keep talking about the truth, something you hate. So the majority of precincts in Wayne County have absentee ballot book problems. That sounds like kind of a big deal. You want an idea of how much of a big deal this could turn out to be? Well, there were about 860,000 votes cast in Wayne County. Again, only 72% are even recountable. Who knows what happened to the 28%? Without Wayne County, Trump won Michigan by 100,000 votes. Now, to be clear, because again, we have lunatics that watch this show who are tyrants and losers and gaslighters and propagandists. That's without Wayne County. That doesn't mean anything because there are Wayne County votes, probably an overwhelming majority, that are totally legitimate and must be counted. So saying without Wayne County, Trump would have won, I'm not suggesting that that should be the course of action. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what the numbers would look like. Trump would have won handily. Trump likely still would have won Michigan. Granted, not by the 100,000 if the whole county was thrown out. But if those votes were recountable and it was determined that large swaths of them were in fact illegally cast or fraudulent, President Trump, there's a overwhelming chance he wins Michigan by a handy margin too. You get the difference, the distinction? We don't want to disenfranchise legitimate voters.
No.
That's not my goal here at all. And if you throw out all of Wayne County, people in Wayne County who had the right to vote, even against us, that's unlike the leftists, we're not tyrants. You want to vote against us? Go for it. This is a constitutional republic. We're not leftists here, okay? We actually support the right to vote, unlike the left, which supports the right to vote for the Democrat.
You just heard Dan Bongino.